Say politics I am. Yenye very careful because posterity is there to judge everybody. Posterity is there. And the Kennedy Agyapong, a pupu obo nesu, and no de sukachi. Hey, bede na ye ni sumnaso. And ne bede na ye ni sumnaso. Kennedy Agyapong many 2012 or chair pickups, almost about 5,000 pickups across the whole constituency in this country. Many triao, ne gutema, all ship. Hey, chema kutinya wawi. May he so rest in peace. And an amount for cover pickups. Many tria. Nisika wa chebia boa party a support to campaign. Throughout, this man sacrificed his life for this party. Nedru, Ebra, Dano Akojina no using the radio station on Man FM. Edru Brebia, Boiling Point was the only political program that was fighting. Minya Samia Uku, Adumaku Befi, myself, Charles Owusu, Atik Mohammed, Abu Ramadan. We were the ones who were soldiering. It's enmity later they said to social media. That time, 2012, when we were looking for men to fight for the MPP, where were those people? Kennedy Agyapong gave us his platform for us to fight. On Man FM in the two. You be a Boiling Point, man, who be a the whole Ghana baby eating. Let them come and tell us. Boiling Point, then be canon. Boiling Point made some yoku. Yen ye form AFAC. Let my vote count alliance. And then Dr. UFA. And then hey, yeah, na me dream one emissary. And then Nkophobia in the F1P. Etimi ko tuesi kama Nkophobi say ye be denigrate character assassination. Me Owusu Bempah we character assassinate me. It will never work. Me, I've been around for too long and I'm not going anywhere. So they should get it. Me. What you say, can't say Owusu Bempah will be a corrupt, will be the corruption a better me. Because me baby I'm a free bar. And I've told you people think politics and I mean me BB free. You'll be making a terrible mistake. Me, I have been around. Me started here doing McDonald's. Now me did 17 years. Now I'm Prempeh College. Me Prempeh College. I was working in McDonald's. Go and check my records. And I'm Hosri. I know how to use my brains. The Ghana Gas, I was the first person there to tell you, say me, I never took anything from Ghana Gas. And it's there, it's a fact. It's the and they are very important. Issues I can once me, they are very, very important. Mama yemwene hu ye, ye hu baby ayeko as a political party. Ye tosu me issues to do with yewura attaching. Me ofa pa me jinidi epenasem. We're one of the fine lawyers in this country. Wambo Juma. On the political life, he's been one of the fantastic lawyers. But of asema okan me no nyadwene because asema okan ye no baby a okoka free ye no enyade a ene modern politics a new paradigm shift about into modern politics. Ghana for nyina believe say politics na a change and it's a new ball game altogether. And you know, when you come with those statements of we are looking for a leader that will go and stand in the United Nations and will say motherfucker, and then because I on the 2TV, and I want every Ghanaian to listen to me and listen to me good. You are attaching. Adieba ko ese oti ase ne say we are see politics no the new paradigm shift no a change and the people who are the voters and the electors are looking for a leader or basically the interest of the ordinary people. It is not about what he says or what comes out of their mouth or who they look, how they stand, how they look. It is about the interest of the ordinary people. Other than that, America, the greatest democracy in the world, will not vote for a motherfucker like Donald Trump. No, because oka motherfucker che obiase. Donald Trump eka motherfucker che obiase. Otimi hwe obi ka che so a motherfucker. Opa videos no o enen ka me yaka I will play it for you. Obian will come motherfucker Donald Trump. But Americans saw that he said he will make America great again. First time a man had the opportunity, he built the American economy, created almost about 200,000 jobs, 1.2 million jobs here and there. He was creating an opportunity for the ordinary Americans. And they believe that he's the man who can change the lifestyle of the American people. And I'm to Obama. And so Oman Sheso a motherfucker. Boris Johnson. Obiani Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was one of the British prime ministers from the Conservative Party. Obia operating behind him, Boris Johnson is a joker. American British people don't take him serious. The Conservative Party voted for Boris Johnson to become the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and indeed, an opportunity. They saw that he has the interest of the British public at heart. And they voted for him, and he made some changes. You are touching. What's my come? It's neither here nor there. Winston Churchill was just one of the biggest motherfuckers in the history of Britain. At that time of the war, Winston take Winston Churchill serious. But at that time of the war, he was the one that led the war and took Britain and restored dignity for the British people. Your leaders baby Adolf Hitler was a stammerer. No kasa o kasa kwa wontina ni bufua. Adolf Hitler ni bufua. And some of the canwa riya. He was the leader of the German country at that time of the war. And he led the transformation of Germany. And they cars beat Mercedes-Benz. Industrial revolution, of course, what Germany. Adolf Hitler has built a transformation a legacy is still there. He was a motherfucker. He was a motherfucker. Adolf Hitler was a motherfucker. Enti you attach ya. If we are baby I do no. If we are for here leader or a motherfucker. Obey me walk the talk. I'm telling you, Kennedy Agyapong is a motherfucker, and that is what the people of Ghana needs, because he started his motherfucker from Asin Dompim primary school, from a poor background, from Asin Dompim, and work his way through that he's going to make it in life as a motherfucker. And he worked his way to Adisada College. You were coming from a rich home, but he was rubbing shoulders with you. You're a toucher. And Kennedy Agyapong said, motherfucker, to go to America, Germany, and the Tuaso America, United States of America. Or say, I will make it in life. Kennedy came back to Ghana and became a legislator, built the whole empire, and became a business mogul and a billionaire. Or come motherfucker baku bia utimisi dan baku East Legon. Hey, it is a youth no renwa. If somebody can say motherfucker and build a business empire, it means create job opportunities for the people of Ghana, millions of Ghana, then hell yeah, we want a motherfucker leader like that. If he can say motherfucker and can build a cardiothoracic center in 37 military hospital. Most of the politicians omanya sika omdo musika kotre trambuchi eko baby eko ye you know. Ujase Kennedy Agyapong is the only politician ononya ni sika otimi tunis bottom sika $6 million say Miami Kamu Ghana 37 military hospital. That time your vice president Okruma on come motherfucker. Vice president on come motherfucker. Okruma. But when Timmy and Trans here who say 37 military hospital, we have a deficit. When Timmy and go raise the funds, wow, Kennedy Agyapong to the bottom, $6 million, and you could see cardiothoracic center, 37, and also come motherfucker. Ghanaians want such a leader like that to come and lead them. You know what? You are touching me of them. You know what? The minute Ghana for who say motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong, a president, you know. Police in Ikra bribe or best city up because when you said the motherfucker is the president of Ghana. If the minister under Kennedy Agyapong ebeye mistake, on say motherfucker will sack him. And he will make that mistake. Na Kennedy Agyapong motherfucker a president of Ghana. Why ne beti ma sorry so kwa kutu galamsey? That motherfucker will deal with you. You will go to jail because he doesn't give a fuck. That is the motherfucker that the Ghanaian youth are calling for. That is the motherfucker that Ghana for everywhere. That motherfucker no say nonsense in society must stop. And that motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong. Ghanaians want the motherfucker like that to come and lead us. So that is what they are looking for. Somebody who is so poised. So we a minister na ne maame ba no. Na di nkwasi asema. He will show you motherfucker. He will sack you. That is the Kennedy Agyapong that we are talking about. Anti Ghana for Gen Z no maburu. Omo pe motherfucker to say Kennedy Agyapong. Obia o seeking the interest of the ordinary people. Obia o dwene Ghana ho. Ultimately come motherfucker creating jobs for the youth. The teeming youth, millions out there are looking for jobs. It's not a rhetorics. Okama Dafaka Obetuma creating 1.2 million jobs. He's going around and showing the way how we can use coconut juice to create job opportunity for millions. How Aitimi use arable lands in the northern region to create and build factories. That motherfucker is ready to do that. And that is what Ghanaian people are looking for. And you know, Kennedy, ye peso kama dafaka pa, obe kama dafaka no sa, because o kama dafaka baby be create jobs for the ordinary Ghanaian teeming youth to get jobs to do. It obe kama dafaka. Ye ratachia, Kennedy Agyapong obe kama dafaka. He will not stop because o kama dafaka be di ye die bre Ghana for mabunu ekoka adwamu o Lebanon baby. No mo chiro o ma no mo te Lebanon. Yehun minister bia on kama dafaka, vice president bia no okroma no on kama dafaka. Se otu ni botom sika na Owusu Ghana leverage na contact na resource to get the Ghanaian youth, millions of you who are suffering in Lebanon, to bring them home. That motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong stood on his ground, dip his own pocket and get the money to bring those Ghanaian people and kwalano no maka dwemu hon edomo ba Ghana. Obi anye motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong na into Obeka motherfucker. Your body is so on motherfucker. Obeka, because he will change this country for us. With that motherfucker, we need that motherfucker because indiscipline echoes Ghana too much. Indiscipline. That is why corrupt criminals we cannot come around Kennedy Agyapong, because that is why they are so hell-bent that they don't want him to come. Because that motherfucker will discipline you if you're a minister under his watch. Police in Ukraine bribe. Na se Kennedy Agyapong a president or bedwin whom because when some motherfucker be taking over the leadership of this country. That is what we are talking about. Etino, Sasema you attach Yaukayano, and you're very good for us because Kennedy Agyapong, the youth believes in him. That is why Ghana for here some motherfucker no maybe Ghana for so. Because not the end bar said the Okaya over, not the end bar. Under his watch. Now minister, we are minister. Now we are health minister. Now I call Abrucheso Kosa Hoyare. We are health minister. Kennedy Agyapong beka se kaho. Kabrochiro maybe kaho. Deputy minister take over because motherfucker is the president of Ghana. Kennedy Agyapong a president of Ghana. Now we go to Galamsey, who military leader Yasman say go and look for Galamstop, go and arrest people. He would declare a state of emergency and rip up all the leaders. Omudi anymore omuma Galamsey because we a DC now to Chrome now so Shesi into Galamsey now Kennedy Agyapong appointee now Krebiasi near to Galamsey or that motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong will deal with you. Who DC Rubeko jail. That motherfucker is what we need. That kind of leaders is not what we need. Eti you of attaching a motherfucker now can in here. And one now can offer. That motherfucker is ready to take up the leadership. Indiscipline is becoming too much in this country. So we need a motherfucker like Kennedy Agyapong who will give people putu hot solid A on the asses of these motherfuckers. And he is ready to deal with the motherfuckers. That is why most of our corrupt people within our party don't want him to become the flag bearer. That is why corrupt people hate Kennedy Agyapong to the core. That is why untruthful people don't want to hear the name Kennedy Agyapong because he's a motherfucker and he doesn't give a shit. He will tell the truth even if it's your mother. He will tell the truth even if it's God. He don't care who else is God. And that is one thing that people cannot stand. It, you know, oh, not the other bar. Obeka motherfucker. Obeko swaka motherfucker. Because Waka motherfucker be the biggest cold store. I'm managing for 25 years. This man is a motherfucker. Yes, indeed, he's a motherfucker. How many politicians have been able to build the business and sustain this business for this while and still sustain it for this while and still call themselves a Obeka motherfucker? Because Americans believe in Donald Trump. So Oka motherfucker. But they saw the economic prowess. They saw the interest. How Donald Trump is so passionate about the people of America. And so they voted for him. Unim democracy cha America for. Unim nyansa cha America for. And so the Americans voted for that motherfucker. Now Kennedy Agyapong a president, now you minister, now koji bribe, never na swonchi kwa notia. Who minister? You are gone. That is the kind of discipline that we want to see. That motherfucker will be the president of Ghana. We believe in the delegates that they will vote for that motherfucker. Because he is the only one. Obetima instill the discipline in the MPP, your political party, in discipline. Of course, Kennedy Agyapong will instill discipline. That motherfucker is the only one who can instill discipline in our party. What are we talking about? Let's go and check. Share. Adeba kukwa you attach ya kaya meni ajipa me hu say Kennedy betu lead Ghana. Mo pa me mamu nyina mo assignment mo go check it. Say every great leader be our wiase or the big transformation abe wiase our changing the paradigm shift in their country biano. They have the characters of what a motherfucker. They have the character of a motherfucker. Opa go and check. They have a little bit of craziness in them. Go and check. Winston Churchill, Napoleon Bonaparte, Abraham Lincoln, Adolf Hitler. Name them. Name the great leaders of Mabesiku Yasminya. All of them has a little bit of craziness. Because if you are not prepared to step on people's toes, if you don't have that kind of wherewithal to tell it in the front of the face of the people around you that who are doing wrongdoings, to punish them, you can never be a leader. That's what I'm telling you, that Dr. Bawumia is not a leader. Because he cannot say motherfucker. Now you're president, now you mean go rebase, you won't go come motherfucker. Over there, no way to run the country. I want information, you know, rebase. I want information, you know. Dr. Bawumia to me go. Obey my go come motherfucker. You're attaching. Kennedy Agyapong can go to rebase and go and say motherfucker there. And you know, obey my run Ghana. Share. Now obey my run Ghana to me go show place in Kokojina, Uncle na Moma, Uncle no Munko Kasa. Obey that my president of Ghana. Donald Trump, Otimi ko now, ko Soho Square, ko America. He's a motherfucker. That's why he's able to run the country. He's a motherfucker. And you are attaching motherfucker. And here, papa, we a politician. Now we a great politician. Now to become motherfucker. Over there the president. Kennedy Agyapong will crack the whip because he's a motherfucker. He would deal with any minister, any miscreant who will come under his government and mess up. He would deal with you because he's a motherfucker. And that is the kind of leader that we want. A new transformational leader. A leader who walks the talk. A leader who Ghanaians will believe in him. Or no Kennedy Agyapong to me transit say kwesiko ko mfiri obi maso no mekire ye gold aye tuni oil o ha no omo de no de be my Kennedy Agyapong is a motherfucker. He will not sit down for white person to determine how we run our country. Kennedy Agyapong will not condone to any white supremacy. He will bring the investors, but will make sure that he intervene for the people of Ghana to get what is right. And that is what he is saying. Uncle United Nations, Uncle Queen's English. He will say the language that the white people will understand. Who be that? Biggest democracy in America. Now journalists interview Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump catch journalists and say, you are a terrible reporter, stupid bitch. Get away from there. We saw it, the biggest democracy in this country. No America. na economy na ye Ghana for mebunu say omo pe leader o ma mejina on kase o the economy no wa $2 nim di CD na ko to atwe baby enti no CD no beba form na otewa na CD ni dwane ti say Usain Bolt Kennedy Agyapong be come motherfucker na say dollar no beti magina ho a Ghana for beto aba man why you are attaching say Kennedy Agyapong be come motherfucker obeti ma creative factories TNO factories all over this country, northern Ghana, Chorono and Chiasu baby, and Mabubenya Jumaya. Ghana for doesn't give a hoot about his motherfucker. Second Agyapong, a bit more building a vibrant Ghanaian society. Society will become so peaceful and viable that Ghana will become a beacon of hope in West Africa and Africa in general. They don't care who is a motherfucker. Second Agyapong, a bit more be a president, a bit more restore hope. More building a society that will change. Ghana's here don't care whether he says a motherfucker or not. Indeed, you have attached and some now can who open the Pandora box, and Ghanaians are looking for a leader or seeking the interest of the ordinary people. That is why they voted for Winston Churchill. That's why they allowed him to lead the war. Moses was a stammerer. But God chose Moses to lead the Israelites. Onyankopon nyansa mu na oba behira Jesse man. Ah? Oba ya oba behira o mo free Jesse say Jesse mfa ne man nyina amra. Na David ni o. Oba ya obusa say David ne ba no anyina ni o say ani so akaba akono so sa madafaka no oti enwura mu no kan nyan so no sa madafaka no o say sa madafaka na mehia no sa madafaka no na mde build myself and you will become the man after God's own heart. Enti no you attach ya enye de nipa adwene na nyame dwene o ewi ase leaders, mama, examples of leaders in this world. Omu can't worse things than this. Kennedy Agyapong, all the motherfucker that you see, Wakam. Ghana for any Jihun, because they know that he is fighting for the ordinary people. So become motherfucker, they be save the life of somebody who's poor and vulnerable. Somebody who timiphobia, a chimo, a unikawa free body. Poor person be or tibia. No children na Kennedy Agyapong so become motherfucker. Now that person will survive. That person will be alleviated from poverty. That person will be fight from a crisis and a situation that he in. Then yes, Kennedy must say the motherfucker. Onka motherfucker no more. Onka motherfucker no more. Yeni Jompa. Na Ghana for are not looking for a leader. Why no one say or once na moon area. But ultimately, Danny Boja Unayanajo. Ghana for are not looking for that leader. The Gen Zs are not looking for once now. Ultimately, Danny Boja Unayanajo. Ghanaians are not looking for leader. They want a straightforward leader, a leader who is very honest, a leader who can do what is right. That is what the Ghanaian people are looking for. And you are attaching. Me wafano me pewasem who is a very fantastic lawyer, but of a way there you got it wrong. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker who is still disciplined. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker who can create jobs. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker leader who can restore dignity in the Ghanaian society, who can crack the whip, who can put the fear of God in ministers and people who hold public office. Accountability. And that is what Ghanaians are looking for. That motherfucker that Okano. You are attaching. That's what the Ghanaian Gen Zs are looking for. They can see that Kennedy Agyapong is that kind of a leader. And then we, as you know, the world is not going backward again with that kind of African buccaneering mentality. No, nobody is looking for that kind of a leader. No one is looking for that. Look at what is happening. A young man in Burkina Faso. Look at what he's doing. He's a motherfucker. He doesn't take nonsense. He would deal with you. So just say, say Kennedy become motherfucker. Now say it will put food on the table for hungry youth in this country. They will have something to eat, something to hold on to. Yes, Kennedy must continue to say motherfucker. Nadia ne beba. Nadia ne ba no ye crazy no. Obekwa ko bubu Kumasi KJT and was in modern place amana you say Dubai. Nadia na ba motherfucker. That is the kind of leader that we want. Transformational leader. Every transformational leader is a motherfucker. And I only hear attention. Only mana. Selling Kwanyi. Where do you China? Oh yeah, motherfucker. He's got a little bit of craziness in him. So go and check the records. You are an astute lawyer. You know. Intianano. Yedi mama to fobo. Enebio. Yedi wieno. Namu amaya madwini say sebio obi eba no be make endorsement about Kennedy Agyapong. Na nkofobi edi na besi eyisuni a super wosa. You at Alanche Martin. They did the same thing to him. And Odia Bufo, such a distinguished person in Ghanaian politics. Why ye Juma Bua MPP Amanyoko Namanyoko ni the side, and there's a Dr. Bawumia, and then Kaono Crano on some fantastic MPP crowd, Biabi Dilechi. Alanche Martin, Young Executive Forum. Wa bre party no, and Yoma Waye, and net ye vilify Alan is nobody. Nasani build the political party and ye Beka Kebumba sorry no munya one amama background was support to political party. Look at the way NDC is trying to build their base. Mahama Meka Muslim and they celebrate to be all Ghana. Every facet of Ghanaian society. One point to be war. Is it not dangerous for our political party to look and think deep and know say there is something going wrong for us and we need to sit up? And entertainment industry, your uncle for what Mahama point to Oba movie industry, Oba any part of the Ghanaian society. President Mahama is taking over. You fool no more, you know. So be persuaded joining political parties is here. I don't think say the way obi kura wom na ono support to political party no wom na the party bibi nko ye no okan. The way I did be to a passo are vilifying in the name of one person be or no woman or no buy and chair or no see party no crown. Yeah, papa no be or musica, or fanum do musica, a birthday party no crown. Yeah, and Casasa. In the name of one person, near vilify your heroes, near penny for near trauma training. And then the echoes were in DC. The party is becoming so attractive to the youth out there. And we have the daunting task to get a leader who changing the mindset of the Ghanaian people to believe in them. Why is it that it looks as if a group of people here, they are now going to Yoko and follow one candidate, and a group of people here almost also know clean and they follow one candidate? Can't you see what is happening? And we need to change the psyche of the Ghanaian people. That leadership, even for us to have reassurance on the Ghanaian voter, that kind of believability, Obiani wa obet makache say Ghana for here say he be changing a leader, so that we will have confidence in the Ghanaian people again. That look, Kennedy Agyapong is a new leader, a new face. Mumi and try no na Ghana for and my Ghana for na be catch dada. So why should we? As you question ani eboa. You question ani eboa. Inti miniano mumma yentase ne sabesi paniko ni na haban na ye hunu baby ayekro leadership 2028 elections yentimi mfa entoy. We cannot toy with the destiny of the ordinary people. As the youth will never forgive us. The youth of Ghana will never forgive us if we make that mistake. And then we'll be sorry no kasa na ya sorry ni ya supanwa ye mame na atoshi e sorry so kasa a onu a oye district assembly common fund ye nyina ni say na atoshi ni onu na chiche district assembly common fund. It comes from the top. It is a enkofo bi sorry no mo say na atoshi and the good district assembly common fund. Now or no ye head of economic management team or no and handle the disbursement of funds for local elections or no local governance in this country. As you disbursing funds, you must say this local, that kind of person or be a vice president or leader, if he doesn't even understand the rudiments of local governance, how can he has that effrontery or that shenanigans so lead Ghana? And then yenya supporters of Dr. Bawumia want to vilify Natoshi, say Natoshi and a man MPP situation go say. And now being phobia, most of the people almost social media are attacking in an Okuta. You don't support a candidate because of he's from the north. You support a candidate who can win an election and get you power. Majority of them, every one region and but it is not about that. You cannot use emotions to defend what is impossible. It is impossible. Say I can't say northern region. Na mukoki kamun se mukoye tribal politics na etimi ameme ya asantini am free asantime mu ayeye wodom a na ma MPP timi ba power no yenso yen kasen mi busa ho ya na sometimes me toa bitimi bi no ho a enti yenso yen kasen. We don't do politics like that. We do politics on issues. Me sha say no maka issues aba be sisebra. What you say? Tiyenye very careful. Baby aye ko no ye see ye pe power ana say ye pese ye di candidate dia na eba keke na ye be lead MPP because e duru no so na Akufo-Addo call me ensa je Akufo call me ensa nti ye san the candidate bi ba sa. Is that what we are looking for, or we are looking for political power? Yen hye ne so na yen hwe say political power and ye hwe and say ye pe just a candidate to come and lead us. If we want a candidate to come and lead us, it's not a problem. You should go and vote them and you see. Say the American say northern region for new animal was sirimuno. Omokoto aba no. Ombesa amomadua sesa atoaba. Ama vote to Akufo-Addo nyaye e northern region. Bawumia ye northern, first northern obelidi a political party say ya camp party. He couldn't garner the vote in the northern region for us. He couldn't get the vote that we needed in the north for us to even consolidate our voter base here. Ashanti region, they see what amanfo ankoto aba bebre. Eno de me twa e de ahye frigim. Ne blessem no ye beka eno ho asem. And what we are saying is that we need to look at the candidate. Musa Dankwa ne yode elections ho enyoma baaya na osori a oka ne nsem bi no. The first interview with Paul Adomoche, he made it clear, said it will be in the interest of the MPP, another Dr. Bawumia, to step aside. So that MPP, Musa Dankwa, why is he now, or did dilly-dally? I respect him as a poster, but today, Ninsembiano Kikano, Enkoyesa, credibility, Musa Dankwa, is very important. I respect you and I follow you, pa. But credibility is very important. So just say, etino, yen say why? Again, the informal at that time, I would make it that profound statement say it will be in the interest of Dr. Bawumia not to contest election for the MPP. Because vote now unyaye northern region, vote unyaye Zongo community, northern region, baby will hold motinya zero in the constituency. Zero. It's so abysmal that unprecedented in the history of MPP. Ebin Zidao, a northern candidate, elections. Near to man a zero constituency. Next time I'm may read all these constituencies at the amount. Zongo community, any Muslims, a crime believe in Dr. Bawumia's candidature. They don't trust him as a Muslim candidate to lead. Kawede and Kedru baby and Konuan Kasani ni sumfo ebeto abamam. Edru they didn't vote for him. They didn't vote for him. He lost miserably in the Zongo communities. Except Winiba Zongo. Afene marking her. So what are we talking about? In your mind this year, say me the main no ebesiha. All that we are saying is that Ghanaians and fellow delegates, ye can't near Sisudu be mama. say Ghana for ehwe Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Ghana for confident in him say de ne ba ometo abana mai mamu me yenya yipemu delegates yenwini yenkwa ye ho yenwini da chinchini ma ho yenwini MPP amanyoko ho yenwini the future of this country nyento abam ema Honorable Kennedy Agyapong nyenya a new sigh of relief to go out there and win the 2028 elections. And I believe say the Kennedy Agyapong ba for 2028 elections sir yenkwa gina enyebua the people, I believe say Miami of Alan Chemati, he will come and join the MPP. We believe who? Say after the elections and the dust is settled, we believe say all of them will come back. We need a unified force. And then yeah about we won't people who come Bawumia once more. Now who can now who criticize it to be now be a sum na nipa no be attack you. That is not the canon. Now we now to abani we are you feel say it's only about you, not the region. Vote to say the one or the region. Not the region. Vote to say who to compare those in Ashanti region, the Eastern region here. Who now compare? Let's be realistic. How many votes is in the Northern region? Now we now kana we mu de omo free party ye we election no na Dr. Bawumia winya ye be pam na me opam Owusu Bempah free party ma say you want lose be 200,000 300,000 votes. And now say some of us we are so deep rooted in the grassroots that we have a lot of followings. And I say onkofo a omo do ye pay asema omo tie ana ye tena santimema won ye wo ye twa ye funu ma fie. Na ono no pakro no so okoto aba na so nto aba no na se wo se asomasi anko support o candidate ti no so we ni na so se o mane ma eno kwa de enya dwuma o ti ase enti ye de ya mase ye ba be di atem. We are not here to reply trivialities. Me I'm not here me I'm above that level. Say me betra radio so na ma ba be answer to riffraffs bi a omunim de omo ye riffraffs. Odiase na me I'm daring them. Me can we na me say me can respond, but I will respond. Say obi ti za abroye and onya the effrontery ti betra radio so no cassette ya me na abroye o refi baby am kofa ofri me ne the first person me do ba radio so first popa brabontina beka se me boa akra ha me na me do ba radio so first e ma beka sa radio so that day no me do kona na me do timi tundro mu na okono omotomu nyina na yinka Pablo Owusu Aduomi I know you host of your friend is saying top radio Owusu nie me dance nie Happy FM and Owusu be catch him say bro afo youth organizer new youth organizer dinaba o kase yipa that first time do ba radio so be telephone lines to na obia we insulting you first time on radio. Me na me do buy. Me na me do call balling point. I do call show of aquablas catching sa. And ne wo see there. A man to non frel. And ne when ya de effrontery. Na de catching crowd them in pesmeka. Say me me ya mami Ghana monkai na me ma. Just look at the sense. Me ma bia for yansa na me show beto. Go and see. Kromo aye wono. Enye radio so kasa tintin na be kire ba bia obobre wo. Me wo classmates wo krum hawo make man come classmates ni bia kire wo say me Owusu Bempah me nye ne ba wo me wo classmates people know me Remonacha a wo ye yoko boss abonye so person hu a me classmate me best friend on campus Ghana Institute of Journalism go and find out he is my classmate who classmate in wine me come prep college me wo classmates I went to one of the best boys schools in Ashanti region me classmates any Akwesi Sapon of BBC. My classmate, my senior at school, any Stanley Slav Dobi, the spokesperson or the deputy chief of staff. Me were classmates who Otiwana Udo and Umbaba some fool. Nankanya MPP na do by this time and Kawo. Na me person me respond to you because unya me level. You are not on my level. me na me do me so sa do betra radio so akra first na would di matema why be na wait be na na me pese me no be komanta me no komanta wo you can't stand the test of time 2 minutes 2 minutes me di Dr. Williams atem ya antete me sa because me ko prempe college me sorry anopa e me di Dr. Williams out atem ka babusu afokra bi twamesu me sorry e me attack men of God and men of dignity in this country me sorry anopa e mama me didi penifo toto wura o ma bobra e chemi enso ya no abusuafo no bi bobra me sorry atem me didi o ma tem me didi penifo bi atem emfa me hu ni je kofo akasa na me Owusu Bempah na ma sorry aba be twije kofo anu awofo e bi si da because baby I'm free minim I went to a good school prep college I went to school I now say okay degrees na ye degrees aye won unim degrees aye ye won unim bi na ma begina na me bi dwamenu na begina social media na meka I hold 3 master's degrees 3 master's degrees strategic communication masters in PR and masters in media management dan duru wa munafiki now sorry agika kanare yesi ye na begina na ye dede chiri obi ni abeka na obi ehu ka baby akọ secondary school na ka baby akọ primary school na ka baby a wo classmate ba akọ kire me can classmate ba akọ kire me in this political space and I will just shut up who born dog and ne nyankofo bi na and later this it for be begina radio so no mo kasa social media hay kasa hwe na ka ni ka bonya wo te se me a anya se ka be hura fa so woni Jerry John Rollins o mampeni da Rollins anante for just 2 days kura anya ka je se ka wo be bon krofo be bubu mpeni fo Ghana nyina so mo dwane I was privileged to work under 2 presidents. Privileged. The whole youth in this country will be able to have that opportunity. What do you want to me? I rest my case. I don't want to go into that realm. I'm here to talk about Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong is going to be the president of Ghana. Unyankopon we shiran. Unyameso be shenen munyam. Obema Ghana for enya and that's so papa. And a new dawning is coming where Kennedy Agyapong is going to be the president of Ghana. We need the flag bearership of the NPP. I believe when I see a leader, I know one. I know what I can see in him. It almost motherfucker. Ghana for him motherfucker to become the president of Ghana. Ghana for believe who say Kennedy be a president. Some nonsense will stop in this country. And you know that motherfucker must come. That motherfucker must come and lead this country. That motherfucker will come and lead this country. That motherfucker will come. And I mean, you're too unpredictable. Too unpredictable. When it comes to banta. What you say? Me turn no guna to pay. It means so bobo. Who I always say, when me call me, my turn do guna to pay. It means so bobo. What you say? It baby I hear crown. Ye turn your candidate. Also turn candidate. Turn candidate. Na can you bet me aye ye man head of economic management team also obechi dollar no lock no amasidi no aye yi wantumi anye eno ne ye beka ho asem ye nidi obi atem also obeji semfo vote amaye wantumi anye die ntumi fa ne nko eno ne ye ka ho asem ti beka bibi foforo na fa dispute what we are saying eno ano no ye nyina ye party ba akofo ma. Why would you want to come into the realms of telling people say na ya chimpenifo atoto wesi Ghana ni ya super wom but if you go call law school ye ni mo certificate edaho sesi we have copies edaho ye meka because we don't want to go there. The point that we are saying is what we are saying. Iti ye nyina no ye hye no so Ghana is here to say Ghana needs Kennedy Agyapong. Ghana for see emfanimra ni ento abama no dimumi na ye support to Kennedy na yenko yanim na Ghana a better place. That me believe we say in the coming weeks now be coming frequently to respond to certain issues also in the trajectory. So we thank you for the opportunity. So we say wadaje na utie na yenim say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. The kwanya offer so chire ni nsemu chire Ghana for a showcase nyoma obetumi ayem. Yes, but say other candidates like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should also showcase what they can do. Oti ase na yanko yanim na oh my Ghana no MPP into me fan into my payment. I bless all of you. Thank you. And may God bless our homeland Ghana. May God bless the MPP. Thank you so much. I'm out of here.